Where do deliberations stand on this potential White House plan to allow a certain number of Palestinian refugees into the U.S.?
So I don't have any updates for you. I know I've been asked this question multiple times about conversations happening here. Don't have anything to share. What I will say is, and I've said this many times before, in the beginning of what happened occurred on October 7th, we put in a plan. There were about 1,800 Palestinian Americans that were in Gaza, and we did everything that we can to get them out if they choose to, if that's something that they wanted to do, and certainly we were able to do that. As it relates to a refugee program or anything in that nature, I don't have any announcement to make, and I'll just leave it there because I want to be really mindful about that, about getting ahead of that.
Does the fact that a lot of Democratic senators were sort of lukewarm on the idea make it less likely that something like that will happen?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that, confirm that either way. What I will say is we don't have any announcement to make at this time, and so obviously we're going to look at everything.
So the U.S. has withheld bomb shipments to Israel, and on Friday the State Department sent a report to Congress. So did the report further support the administration's stance, or are they having second thoughts about it?
Say that one more time.
So the U.S. has withheld bomb shipments to Israel.
Yeah, just one shipment, 2,000 bombs. Yep.
Right. And so we had
2,000-pound bombs.
Right.
Yep.
So
and that is connected to what we have said, and we have made very clear about our public and made this publicly and privately, our concerns about a major military operations into Rafah. And so we have been very clear about that because of the more than 1.4 million Palestinians who are there, they are seeking refuge. And so we've been very clear about that. So we have paused one shipment, and that's what the president spoke to last week. That's what Jake spoke to just moments ago.
Right. So the report, does it sort of further strengthen what the president is doing, or is it giving him pause? What do you think of the report that the State Department sent to the Congress?
I mean, I think Jake spoke to that, and he talked about the findings of the report, how it wouldn't change our policies. That's number one, and this is an ongoing, transparent process. I don't have anything else to add beyond that. Look, when you think about the pause on these 2,000-pound bombs, the reason why we paused it is because we want to be mindful, right? We understand that there is in Rafah, there are dense areas that have Palestinians who are seeking refuge. And we want to make sure those civilian lives, those innocent civilian lives, are protected. That's why we've made very clear about our concerns about a major military operations there. That is the reason, that is the focus, understanding that fact, and that is a fact. And so we're going to continue to have those conversations. You heard Jake talk about in upcoming days having an in-person conversation with his counterparts, continuing these group meetings that they've been having that NSC's been having with the IDF, the Israeli government, and so that's going to continue. We're going to continue to be really clear about our concerns, as we've been publicly, as also privately, and so those conversations continue, and that's why the president has been very clear. There are 1.4 million civilians, innocent civilians, that are in Rafah right now. And we want to be really careful and mindful. We want to see a plan that speaks to how is Israel going to make sure that those lives are protected. It is a pause of one shipment, and that shipment is related to what we believe it could be potentially, an issue here in Rafah, being very, very clear about that.
Great.
Okay.